Hi, loving friends.
Hi, everybody.
It's Chris here from Rocky Light and Universal Love Ignites.
It's Fiona, MossonCreekReiki.com.
We're so happy that you guys could join us here today in this beautiful outdoor weather we're having today. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So today, we want to do an activation on the removal of implants. Yes, these pesky little things that live inside of us. Maybe you'll not be able to see them, but you probably most likely can feel them. They are like an energetic imprint inside of you that affect, basically they control you, or mind control. They affect your emotions, your physical, your mental, your spiritual well-being and body. They basically control you. And these implants are in us to descend us into shadow earth, or a dark side of earth, to descend us so that we do not ascend. And many beings have come here, extraterrestrial, have come here and placed implants in earth grid and grid marks and in us that, well, we have to remove today. And so we want to talk about a few of these kinds of implants, where they are in the body, and then at the end we're going to run an activation for you to remove these implants for you. And I hope that this activation today serves you in the highest and best possible way. And here we go. Okay, so these implants are naked to the eye, but you can't really see them. But so, for example, you can't see Wi-Fi and you can't see wind, but they are there. They are in our body. So example, some people, they feel them like a pain or a numbness that you have throughout your body. So some implants that we do have are unnatural seals. So means unnatural is they're not from Creator. The Creator did not make these implants. They were placed here by other beings that do not have the highest intention for us. So they're not benevolent beings, I could say. We also have Jehovah's seals. So these Jehovah's seals, there's 7 of them on us. Most likely are on the left side of the body. The Anuka, such a race, came here and put these into the Earth's grid, or in the Earth's planets. And since we belong to Earth and are born from Earth, when we're born, we take on these implants into our physical body. And so it's important that we remove these Jehovah's seals from us. Other ones that we have here are Archon belts. So an Archon belt is, as soon as we're born, there's an Archon belt around the world. And as soon as we come in this Archon belt, which I hear this Archon belt will be eliminated very shortly. This Archon belt that we go through tags our spirit, our etheric spirit, as soon as we come through it into our physical body. So it's important that we remove this one, such as sleeper cells and descending cells and disempowering tags and implants that will be on there. So also talking about the sleeper cell, that was the one that makes you sleepy, makes you fall asleep, stay asleep. It's like an implant or a steel plate that goes over your third eye, and it blocks you from seeing clearly, so such as it blocks your intuitive abilities. Another one we have is energy fears. And this is what the large, government officials and the people in power are using to control us. These are energy fear implants, and they're also put in through vaccines as well, these implants as well. And so they use fear to control us even more. And since we have these implants on us, we feel like since Twin Towers falling or war or whatever it is, these things create more fear in our body, and then we have to be governed over. We go into a state of panic or fight or flight, and we stay frozen, and so they govern over us. And we want to release these energy fear implants from us.
It's a good way to control is through fear. Through fear, we see, well, what are the options in front of us? Where can we go from here? If this is happening and this is happening, where are we safe? And then we're shown these pathways that are derived, especially for us, in the state of fear, and it just continues the agenda that has been created with these negative intentions for us.
So when we remove these negative implants, these fear-based implants, we plug you into, basically unplugging you from the collective consciousness of it and plugging you in the fifth dimensional consciousness, the motherboard, as well, into the collective consciousness, the fifth dimension as well, so where you experience more love and a higher vibration. Because I understand that the fear-based collective consciousness is really big right now, and the love consciousness is really small. It's growing, but it's time that we plug it in and we shift it and we get more love here. There is a lot of love here. We're just tapping more into this stuff. So we all know we have is negative implants. These are just regular negative implants that I find in people. First time they come to me for a session, the first thing I do is remove any types of implants from them, because it totally affects the healing and how they're going to heal, and if they're going to heal at all. And a lot of times the implants stop people from even healing themselves. Some of the implants will say, I don't need healing, I'm healed. They'll do all kinds of things. They're controlling all aspects of your being. There's also parasitic energies as well. Parasitic implants that can move around through your lymphatic system, to your DNA, musculatory system, throughout your whole systems. They can move around, so they're important to find. Such as certain diseases do the same thing. They're very dormant, and then they're active and they hide. So it's important that we find these ones. There's also negative programming There's all kinds. As soon as you go into school, you're forced in with all kinds of negative programming, and these programs kind of run and dictate how we look at the world. So we're kind of assimilated into the system, and so we're going to remove these negative programming implants from you as well. So we also have psychic attacks and psychic implants. They like to throw psychic arrows at us, attached to our hearts and all our bodies and to all our chakras, and they also are stuck to us. So we're also going to relieve possessions as well that are attached to these implants today as well.
Psychic hooks.
Psychic hooks as well. So even if demons or anybody else is thinking negative thoughts about you, they'd be attaching to you as well. And some people have hundreds of them attached to them, and they're siphoning off energy from you. It's quite
Very
amazing.
draining. Very draining. Yeah.
It's quite amazing when you look at people and see how many implants that they have on them walking around. Toxic emotional energy. Sometimes people have these sudden bursts of anger, sudden bursts of sadness and rage. And these things are in there. It's like an overhaul of anger in your body. You're allowed to experience this anger, but some people get more anger than normal. And I've done healings, a lot of healings, deep healings, but once I removed the implant that was creating anger, then the anger went away. So some implants do affect our emotions. Metatronic implants, so tree of artificial life. So they reverse us into the shadow body and they descend us. Those are quite powerful implants that we will be removing today as well, that many people are aware of. Templar axon death seals. The main reason humanity is sleeping. This implant allows us to follow like sheep, and it starts the cells to basically cause suicide with one another and kill themselves, and so eventually we just end up degenerating and die anyways. So it's a implant that allows our cells to self-destruct, and it's important that we get this implant out of there.
And it probably comes from vaccinations too.
Yeah, vaccines, degeneration and breaking down. And also those vaccinations, they kill up the eggs in the womb and they generate the cells and they put cells to sleep. A lot of things,
Yes,
GMOs.
sterility. It's very bad.
Even like GMOs and vaccines and mercury, because you can think of it as a type of an implant as well. It's a toxic substance that's in your body that has to be removed. So we're removing those things from you today as well.
The chemtrails.
Chemtrails, things like that. So there's also that cell death I was just talking about, the cell death implant that actually cause cells to kill themselves. Crown of thorns. So when Christ was crucified, a crown of thorns was put onto humanity, and this has descended us and stopped information coming down from Creator to us, because that crown of thorns put a big steel plate over all of the world and over all of humanity.
Blocks intuition, blocks connection with God consciousness and our higher self.
And so it's very important that we remove this crown of thorns. So we're going to be just basically lifting it off of you today as well. Zeta seals blocks you from unconditional love from the Zeta star system. So then it stops us from loving. A lot of people don't even really know what love is, or they have their illusion of what love is, or told what love is, but haven't really experienced true love yet, or unconditional love, or they judge people, or if something does something that you don't love them anymore. So already you're judging them and not in unconditional love. So it's going to help remove that so you can start to see with eyes of love. So those are some types of implants that I remove for my clients daily. And I know that there's other ones out there, and I'm sure that some of you are aware of some of these implants, but the point of today is that if you are aware of them now, bring them up to the surface, and when we run the energy at the end, we will remove them. You can also leave some comments below in the comment section of different types of implants that you're aware of, so that I can be aware of them and help future clients with them as well. That would be great. Thank you. So when I remove these implants, you will feel a deeper connection to Source, Creator, Higher Self, and life itself. So get ready to ascend. We're about to remove these they're heavy, nagging implants.
Get ready for your life to come alive and to wake up and rejoice and embrace everything in Mother Nature and your God consciousness, and it's going to be wonderful.
And sometimes some healers are like, well, I don't have implants. I don't need to have this activation. I was like that once I was in Theta school. I was like, I've done lots of implant removal. I don't need this one. But when that person did it to me, they actually found one in my throat. So it's important to be open to allow other people to remove these implants from you. And sometimes when you say, well, I don't have any implants in me, they've been removed, that could be a very implant that is saying and sending that signal to your brain so you do not remove it. So just understand that this healing is for your highest and best good, coming from the clearest and purest source of Creator of all is on the seventh plane of existence.
Plus, when they can be some removal, if you don't fill that area with divine love, light, and healing, that void is going to be filled with something else. So we have to be careful of that too. Make sure whatever you've cleared out and sieved out of your system and your aura, you replace it with divine light, love, and healing.
And that's what we'll be doing today as well. Once we remove these things, we'll be filling back your cup again. We'll be filling that old wineskin with new wine, you could say. But new wineskin. Okay, so implants in the body, mind, and aura and chakra. So I want to talk about some side effects of these implants. So the body and mind. So where are implants in the physical body? So they run down the meridian lines, mostly on the left side. They are on the right side as well, I've noticed. So when I work with my clients, I find them on the heart meridian and the lung meridian. These all run down the arm as well. And such as the pericardium and the intestinal and the triple worm or the adrenal. They all run down the left arm here. And so a lot of these implants are running down the meridian lines, and they're even tapped into acupressure points as well. They're tapped in as well. Little time bomb traps as well are running down these meridian lines. They also run down the entire body, such as the bladder meridian all the way down. You have the kidney meridian and the spleen meridian. And also you have the stomach meridians running all the way down and going through the jaw. And if you have implants in your jaw too, they're blocking and distorting it as well. They run down the entire body. These implants are also in the organs, the lymphatic, the circulatory, the nervous, digestive, skeletal, muscular, respiratory, immune, endocrine, reproductive, urinary, and integumentary system, like a skin, nail, and hair. So basically they can be anywhere in the body. There's no limits to where these implants can be. So it's very important that we remove them on all levels so that you guys can all stand in your power. Because remember, it's your gift to be and stand in your power, right? And you sharing your gifts benefits us all. So that's why we're here today, to help remove these implants from you. Because I know that you're all great masters and great beings, ready to shine your light for this world, but you have these things just stopping you. Well, let's get them out of there so you guys can share your gifts with the world.
Step in your power.
So those can be in the jaw, they can be in the skull, they can be little round sphere ones in the ears, even in our eyes, in our nose, our pineal gland, even in our teeth. They can be in our hypothalamus as well, which is like our joy center that gives us that nice feeling. They can be in there and it can distort this and we get all miserable and depressed all the time. They can be in a lot of areas in our body. I want to talk about the Jehovah's seals really quick. So these ones are the Anunnaki that were put in the earth grid that are inside of us, and there's 7 of them. One thing I know is that they are on our top of our head that we have here. We have them in our heart as well, and we have them in the left lung and the back. We also have them in the pineal gland. We have left side of the neck, the lymphatic system as well. We have them in the buttocks. We also have them in the skull, where the head rests on top of the spine, so right on C1 as well. And the aorta artery coming up your throat here as well. They can be hidden in these ones. These are some main places, also behind the left knee and maybe the right knee as well, where these Jehovah's seals can be hidden as well. So what are some noticeable effects of the implants? Well, we have a fight or flight. Some people are in constant fight or flight.
Fear residue in all cells in the heart. There's physical illness like cancer and allergies as well. And we know allergies, it's summertime and people are sneezing around us, so
they can activate them in all kinds of ways. So your DNA is turned off, it's put to sleep. So I was reading this one study about Monsanto with the GMOs, and a bee would take the pollen and 50% of its DNA would go to sleep. It would go dormant. Well, these implants do the same thing too. Same with the vaccinations and the GMOs. They put our DNA to sleep. They put our bodies to sleep and descend us as well into the shadow earth, where I say no more.
We put a stop to this. Say no to Monsanto.
So they also affect the meridian lines. They block the meridian flow of the energy flow, the chi that's flowing through, and it builds up in these little sore spots throughout your body because the energy cannot flow through these areas anymore, and it gets so aching and so painful that it just shuts down your whole body.
Once that dense energy is in there, that's when physical pain and disease can start. Is from the energetic level just descending and descending, and that's when it manifests physically over time. So we need to get that out so you can be healthy and vital.
And that's where it comes up, organs failing. It starts to shut down the organs, and it also creates all that genetic curses as well. That you may have like cancer curses and all kinds of genetic problems that may start to be inherited into your organs as well. Blurred vision can happen, dizziness, falling down, lightheartedness, burning, cold feeling.
Headaches and constipation. So the natural hormone levels and your endocrine system can be shutting down, and all the levels of the hormones in the digestive system can be affected as well. And so that makes us feel like a malaise, a sense of malaise every day, and that's very uncomfortable and intrudes on your life every day.
It does.
Heart disease as well, so that's a big one too.
Sore muscles, aches and pains. People are like, I'm in so much pain, I don't know what it is. I just went to massage, I do physio, I do all these things, I'm just always in a constant pain. Well, these tags and implants are going full force right now to make sure this world does not ascend. So if you're having these spontaneous aches and pains, well, it's time to remove these things from you. So you also crave fatty, salty, sugary foods that are unhealthy for your body. And it'll help you feed your parasites and bacteria inside of you. You know?
That's what the cancer cells want as well. Is right, all this sugar, this instant sugars in the body, and that's not how we really should be eating. We need to be eating very basic, organic, healthy foods.
Life force foods like blueberries and plantains, stuff that's out in nature. Not comfort foods like the greasy burger and these things, ice cream. Yeah, they may help you a little bit, they feel a little comfortable, but soul food, I'm talking about blueberries, raspberries, healthy living, life force energy feeds and charges your soul and gives some life to you.
Let's get rid of these addictions to bad foods.
So also it creates blocked memories, these implants. You're just like, I just knew that. What happened? Where'd it go? What happened? And it starts to delete memories. Old memories, stored memory banks start to get deleted, where you have this important information that needs to come forth. So we're going to delete these ones that are on your neural pathways to be deleted as well.
Because you want to remember how it was. You want to let your inner child out and remember those beautiful memories of when you were a child, and the spontaneity and the laughter and the games and the fun and the enjoyment and the bliss of life. And bring that forward back into your life. And we want to eliminate the foggy brain and the sluggishness that we feel.
Very sluggish liver, sluggish body, overall sluggish life. You just want to sleep. I'm so tired all the time. Why am I so tired all the time? People are having these ascension symptoms, but a lot of these implants have to be removed too. They have a great deal of why you be experiencing tiredness. Blocks emotional release. So for a lot of men too, they have menace. So it's like, big boys don't cry, toughen up, don't feel emotions. Well, these things are locked in too, so that we don't express our emotions, or it's not safe to express our emotions, or people are going to judge us if we express our emotions. So a lot of times they're blocked. We don't even know how to express our emotions. We're numbed out. It's these new forces that they're cloning and trying to raise don't feel emotions, right? So we're trying to remove these implants so that we can feel again and get in touch with unconditional love, because these implants are stopping us from unconditional love, stopping us from being in tune with Creator, stopping us from being in tune from who we really are. It's important that we come back to feeling all aspects of ourselves.
It's part of us being human, is our enjoyment of life and the bliss and the joie de vivre. Absolutely.
Okay, so we also want to talk about implants in the auras. So as we know, we have 7 auras. We'll probably have more auras, but I know of 7 auras that I work with. And I work with the etheric body, emotional body. We have a picture here of them, actually. I'll get Fiona to show that for you. And if I show the very bottom here, I go kind of in order here. So etheric body is the one closest to the body. Then we have our emotional body, second one, mental body, astral body, etheric template, celestial body, and key etheric template. So as you can see, all these aura bodies, and I got little marks in here, little red marks. These are implants that are in our aura, and it's important that we remove these implants from you. So these types of blocks in the auras they create fear of authority.
It also creates mind chatter, so you get stuck in your ego mind and you can't actually connect with that 5D connection that you want to make, and that God consciousness.
So you hold on to negative emotion, like you want to revenge, you want to get even. It's not going to settle until they say, I'm sorry in person. The ego must say it to me. And so you get stuck into this, I have to be right, and it affects your whole emotions, keeps you stuck in that ego anger.
Or the fear, and it can create a freezing effect. You don't know what to do, you don't know where to move, you don't know what next step to make. And that we need to cut through, right through all of that fear.
So it affects our sacred mission here on earth. We do not pursue our mission, or it affects our God self, our real self, our unlimited self, our true potential.
And the contract we made to be here. Yeah.
That's correct. So sheep feeling in life. So yeah, it makes you feel like you're a sheep in life, you're asleep in life, you're following everybody else off the cliff. Everybody else is walking around like asleep. Well, let's get out of that, right? You're an authentic being, right? And you have an amazing gift to share with this world. Don't be like anybody else. Be you. You're authentic, real you.
Every being on this earth has a gift to share. No matter who they are, they have something that's of value to everybody that they can share.
This is very, very true.
So it creates a fight or flight as well, and judgment of others, judgment of self, judgment of situations. So we want to just be clear of that and rise above that, and just see and observe and let it by, let it pass, shine light on it, and just send healing be positive and look ahead to the next step.
So it creates a low energy flow, like we were talking before. You just feel tired and sluggish. It affects your expression to manifest. So to create the life you want, the abundance you want. So there's unlimited abundance out there. A lot of us are stuck in this lack. I can't afford that. I can't have that. That's too expensive. Money doesn't grow on trees. We get stuck on these negative money belief systems. Money is the root of all evil. Or in expressing anything in our life at all. It just blocks it completely.
It distorts reasoning and rationalizing of situations in your life, of relationships, of career issues, business, our day-to-day life and interaction, even with our neighbors, whoever it might be. And relationships are important. That's really part of being human. And why we're on earth is to share our gifts with others. So relationships are really important, all of them.
So it affects the hypothalamus, which is our decision-making processing in our brain, and it shuts that off so that we don't make clear we make clear choices. They might make these other decisions that we feel are wrong, and then we feel our decision we make is wrong, and we don't make any decision at all anymore, and then we just stay stuck in our little bubble.
Or we feel guilt about it.
We feel guilt about it, right? So it affects the ability to speak truth. So yeah, you'll start to have suicidal thoughts, or if you're going to start to speak your truth, things will kick in. You're starting to speak your truth. Something will feel like a big pain here to stop you, or something will come on you, whisper in your ear, you're not good enough, you're not supposed to do this, stop doing this, it's not what you're supposed to do. These kinds of things will come into why you're trying to stand up in your power and speak your truth, and they're just little implants in there to keep you descended and keep you small. Well, it's time to remove them so that you can rise up.
And be yourself and express yourself, and not be one of the sheep, and not follow the rules exactly because, well,
yeah, no, exactly.
there are times when we need to step out of that, but then there are times when we need to follow the rules. Definitely.
There's definitely those times, but you'll start to see the ones that are the controlling, manipulating ones that everybody's so blindly accepted, to ones that are what we have to function to.
Like traffic, being in traffic. We'll follow those rules, definitely. Yeah. But also events like random pains in the body that we can't explain. Why do we suddenly have these aches and pains that they can be shooting pains and distortion of our spine and misalignment of our pectoral or pelvic girdles, and that can be an aspect of aura implants.
That's true. So these implants are in our aura, and eventually they come into our physical body and manifest into physical sickness. So it's important that we get them out of our aura before they get into our physical body. So they can be through holes in our aura, which is in our chiatic template, which is our last aura. So a lot of times from trauma or shock, or vaccines, or being sick, or doubt, or anger, or worry, we create holes in our aura, like our ozone layer, and then a lot of implants can come in there and then eventually manifest themselves into physical form, into our physical body. It all creeps out doubts of worth, self-worth, so we start to feel like we're not worthy. And like I said, it stops us from unconditional love. So it stops from unconditional love for ourselves. We just start to think we're nobody, we're just another number, we don't have no meaning on this planet, I'm a small little being, insignificant space. Why even bother? It just keeps in that low feeling, just going around living life feeling worthless. Well, let's get out of that.
It also creates a sense of being cut off and not tapped into our vortex of creation. So we have many portals. There's some through our hearts. We can just travel anywhere, in any dimension, at any point in time, and tap into the greatness of ourselves from the past lives. We can observe different worlds and other ingenuity and knowledge and wisdom, and bring that back. And so these implants do not allow us to do that, whereas when we clear of them, we can there's no boundary. Our life is infinite. Our choices are infinite. What we manifest can be infinite. We are infinite beings. We are multidimensional beings. So this is what you want to grasp and have in your life. So we'll help you with that.
Another one is that they give you the feeling of being free. So we're all at our house, we're paying our property taxes, we're going to our job, and we think we're free. We have a definition of what people around us have told us what freedom is. So we're in a snow globe, this little globe. We're not experiencing true freedom. We're going to remove this implant that's stopping you from experiencing true freedom and give Creator's definition of what real freedom is, so that you can experience divine freedom, which you are. You don't have to seek freedom. You already are free. So it gives you difficulty in grounding. So it's if these implants in your aura, it will have a hard time connecting to your Earth Star chakra or any chakras below you. It stops you from putting your energy cord down. It's like a plate that goes underneath you that stops you from connecting to Earth to allow these energies to come through you and filter through you while you're here.
And these energies are important because they also help we become vitalized by walking in nature, and we connect to Mother Earth, and we create times in our life when we can go out in nature and tap into the wisdom that's in nature. And if we're all stuck in these little habits and these little routines that are dictated to us by the tags and things that are in our body, then we can't make this connection with Mother Nature and with the universe. So therefore it distorts our guidance as well. Any spiritual guidance that we might have, it becomes distorted, and there's a disconnect.
It also causes aura leakage. So your aura will start to leak and spread itself out everywhere. It's like your life force energy draining out of you. So we'll have to seal that back up for you. And it affects your deep understanding in life as well. So these implants stop you from seeing what life is really like and what's really happening here. So it's going to remove that so that you have a better understanding of what's going on in this world right now today. Then we want to look at is implants in the chakras. So I know 16 different chakras, but there is many other chakras. I did a little list on the drawing here. I'm just going to do the main ones that we know of here. So I have our Earth Star chakra at the bottom. We have our root chakra. We have our sacral chakra, our solar plexus chakra, heart, throat, third eye. And then we go up even higher here. As you can see, we go up, I didn't have the drawings there, but we go up to our crown, solar star, stellar gateway, universal gateway, cosmic gateway, and divine gateway. And these ones are even up here, even higher, above us, that can carry implants in us. So just you want a quick little look at the drawing really quick. So as you can see, when I'm showing the red lines, these are implants that can be on the body, and where they can be on as well as implants there, implants in the bodies and the aura.
And some people also have upper heart chakras, and also upper solar plexus just below the sternum as well. So they're opening up in some people too. So. And
yeah, there's other. I did mention one here, like the link, the central. These are different types of chakras as well that come up here as well in this area. So when these ones have implants in them, we can have a feeling of disconnected from Earth, body, spirit, mind, and basically our whole body. So like I was talking before, you just feel like you're not connected to Earth Star chakra. You're not connected to any of your chakras there in Earth. Blocks your God self, your unlimited self, your real self, your God consciousness, okay? So you have a feeling of unsafe, feels like it's difficulty in life. Life seems hard and difficult, so you just don't even bother. You just go through life like, oh, it's too hard to even try. Why even try? Why even bother anymore?
There's fears, there's death, life, new change, speaking your truth, uncertainty. And there's worry for no reason. You just get into these cycles, and it's like being a hamster on a wheel. Just the same thoughts come through over and over. And again, like you freeze up from the fear, because it just creates fear, and it's just self-perpetuating.
And when I had these implants when I was first waking up, I was worrying, and I didn't even know what I was worrying about. I'm worrying, and what am I worrying? There's nothing to worry about. I was just thinking I'm worrying, and I don't know what I'm worrying about. I was trying to think about what I was worrying about, but I couldn't pinpoint it. It was the implant just triggering worry. It's a constant worry. You got to 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 worry. And it creates avoidance. So avoidance of everything in your life, avoidance of your life purpose. So you'll start to sabotage your life purpose, or sabotage your life mission, or why you're here as well.
Or relationships as well. And then addictions and self-medication can be a problem as well.
A lot of people go into heavy addictions to escape and numb this world that we're going through. They also create money problems as well. These blocks, these implants that are inside of our aura, like I said, can create so that we have a lack of money in our life. They can create feelings of guilt, repression, shame, low, unworthy, and self-hatred, and low energy.
Difficulty trusting yourself and others, and even Creator. So again, that disconnect. I just see a giant pair of scissors kind of disconnecting us from our high self and our God consciousness and connection with Source.
So as that distorts love of your body through programming, so we're talking about unconditional love, affects beliefs which shape your view of the world. So basically we are walking programs and computers, and we're full of belief systems, and they shape how we view the world. And so what I do is I like to change these belief systems around the Creator so that we start to see the world through the Creator's eyes.
It also keeps you disempowered. You just have feelings of unworthiness and low self-esteem, to the point where you're just never stepping into your power. You're never embracing life and your life contract.
So it affects the blocks your clairvoyant, your clairsentience, your clairaudience, your claircognizance gifts as well.
you feel controlled and you're manipulated. You're being manipulated with everything, media and just so many things, that what we eat, what we're being told to eat.
Such as like milk does your body good, which really doesn't. That is just examples of marketing, of how they push this stuff out onto us. Or get vaccines, they're good for you, right? And why are they free? You just have to question these kinds of things.
Right. They start off with the fear factor. They say, oh, you know, this is spreading so fast, it's so dangerous, it's killing so many people. But wait, we have a vaccination that can help all of you. So come on down to your local whatever community center or pharmacy, and let's help you. And those vaccinations are full of toxins and
they are. And once you remove these implants and once you walk with Creator, nothing of these toxicities will affect you or harm you anymore. You start to just walk through knowing His rod and staff will comfort you, that none of these toxicities are going to harm you in any way. And if you do have any viruses or sickness that come your way, Creator's light will transmutate them out of you. You do not need to rely on the old 3D system to help you, but it is relevant for people. If that works for you, then go ahead and work for you. But I understand, for me, my personal experience is walking with Creator. I've helped many people shift out diseases, to vaccines, to parasitic, to bacteria, to viruses, to hidden viruses. And I know Creator's light can shift out all kinds of things. Anything is possible when you believe in Creator's light.
And the more you step into your 5D life, the more effective all these healings will be.
You get stuck in consumerism. You just want to buy, shop, shop, shop. This is what makes you happy. It makes you happy to go out and buy more stuff, buy the next popular item so that you can be cool, hip, and on top. And it always wants you to buy more. Go home, watch TV, and then go to work the next day, buy stuff after work, go home, watch the TV, and repeat, and repeat, and repeat.
That's right. It also allows you to be disconnected from your taking stock of your life and seeing what you can be grateful for, all the blessings that are there in your life. You don't feel gratitude. You're just trudging along with life, and you're not seeing the joy and abundance, especially in nature. When we connected with nature, the trees calm my aura, and the trees help to cleanse us, and they can probably get rid of some of these implants in our auras because they're still in that energetic phase. They're not processing deep in our DNA yet. Those tags and implants and programs that are in our aura, we can benefit by walking in nature and having that cleansed out of us. And Kundalini energy that starts at the root chakra and works its way up as we awaken and as we alight on our pathway, and our true pathway, and embrace our true essence. That Kundalini is meant to rise up, but this cannot happen if we are blocked and manipulated.
It keeps us in low vibrations. So I notice a lot of people, when I'm in the high vibration, they want to try to bring me down to their level. Oh, someone's in a high vibration, better bring them down. No one's allowed to be above a certain ceiling of energy. You got to all stay down here in this sheepy level. You know what I mean? They'll do whatever you can to keep you down. Well, understand that they're under you, right? So bring them up to your level by staying in joy and love and happiness. All right, so now it's time for the activation. We're going to share some beautiful, colorful, enlightened symbols with you.
All right, we'll start with Ulai. This one here. And this helps you to sieve out what really needs to be released in any aspect of your body, mental, physical, emotional, or spiritual. And it'll help you to dissolve this and release this, no matter what it is. So it'll work for all the tags and implants.
This one here is Uthna. And Uthna removes all the sleeper cells from your third eye. It also breaks up all the advertising brainwashes that you've been told to believe. It breaks up programming, limited culture beliefs, allows you to see through the illusions. Uthna.
This one is called Vendi, and it helps to detoxify implants and toxins and negativity from the vaccinations that we might have received over our life. So energetically just clearing these out from the vaccinations.
So guys, Jit Z Kiena. So this one here, it breaks up energy fears, energy implants, and it breaks up all the implants that we were just talking about that we listed earlier as well. So negative implants, psychic knives, psychic vampires, intrusion energies, and negative cords. And that's that beautiful coloring symbol at the end there.
Beautiful. This one is called Sita. and it cuts the energetic bond between you and any of the draining energies, just anything that might be attached, the psychic hooks, the psychic attacks, the draining energy from the network around the earth that might be still operating, the media around us, all that kind of thing. It helps to draw that away and cut that connection, anything that's not serving your highest good.
Mm-hmm. Next one I have here is Zule. And so Zule turns sounds into healing for us. So it's going to convert, for example, certain sounds that come to us. If it's a lower vibration, lower hertz, it will help liberate the root chakra, and a higher hertz frequency will help liberate the higher chakras, so the higher chakras up there. And Zule will also convert the sound, the light language we're using today, to help to eliminate implants from you as well.
All right, going on to Vashto, this one here, with beautiful pinks and loving, compassionate energy, and it's a comb through of your DNA, so almost like a sieve again, for repair of your DNA after any tags are removed, because there can be some damage, because that's all part of the implant. So we want to make sure that the DNA is all set and cleared and matched up with its matching pair properly, and the telomeres are connected properly at the ends of the chromosomes, so that there's no loss of usefulness and vitality in your DNA. So just a really, really beautiful energy here, gentle and healing.
Here's an Esu Antaha. So this one breaks up all types of curses. So sometimes on these implants we have curses attached to them. So sometimes they're removed, they can set up some kind of ailment or illness in the body. But with Creator's Light, he understands how the curse works and how the time bomb works, and will diffuse it in a way that does not affect you or cause any residue or pain to you in any way. It's going to delete all kinds of generational curses or time bomb, booby trap curses, evil eye curses, sorcery rituals, satanic curses, disempowering curses, any types of curses that are attached to these implants that were given to anybody, that were given to you by other people, will also be deleted from you.
Good, that's a powerful one. This one is Wokai, and it removes the tags and toxicity from your mitochondrial DNA. So this will help you also to balance out your yin yang energies in your body, your spirit, your mind, and your heart. So just getting more in touch with the feminine energies and stepping into that power if you're a woman, and just finding that balance if you're a man as well. So
beautiful. And then I like to bring down my Mu symbol, because it said the implants stop us from unconditional love and loving ourselves. Well, this is going to bring us back to our heart space, so that we love ourselves 100%. Because when we love ourselves 100%, there's no sickness, there's no allergies, there's no diseases in our body, because it's low vibrational energy, and it can't resonate with that high love that you have inside yourself. So coming back to loving yourself, and everything else will go poof.
And loving ourselves is connecting with Source too, because it's our inner self, our inner world, our inner God consciousness. That's where we connect with God too. So here are two very, very similar ones. Shaktam, this one here working on more of the physical level energies, and this one here working mentally, emotionally, and it's just clearing out any toxicity, any debris, anything that's left in the nooks and crannies of our DNA, of our aura, in our physical bodies as well. So energetically, we're just clearing and sieving that all out.
Okay, next one I have here is Key. That eliminates all kinds of free-flowing thoughts, nasty thoughts, thoughts that aren't your thoughts, or thoughts that are put in there by the implants. It's going to go in there and delete all these thoughts that no longer serve you, that are of low vibration. Time for them to be removed. And if you've noticed negative thoughts, you can always journal them and then say discreet or eliminate them at the end of the day.
Or take that paper and burn it.
Or also, if you're at the sunset and you're watching the sunset, go let go of all negative thoughts and let go of all negative emotions, let go of all PTS while you're watching the sunset. It's a good time to release and let go of everything that doesn't serve you in your life. Every day we're blessed with the sunset, to let things go. And every day we're blessed with a sunrise, to rise into a new day.
That's right. This one is called Crow, and it works on our aura primarily. So it's clearing anything that's energy block in any energy block in the aura. Clearing that out. It also repairs any tears, any rips and snags, and any distortion in the aura. It fluffs it out so that the energy can flow beautifully, and it makes sure that the layers are like the right thickness. We don't want any crimping and crumpling of our aura or our aura layers, because that also doesn't allow the energy to flow properly. So we have to embrace every aspect of our aura, and Crow allows us to do that. These next two are working together, Pour and Eleni, and these help. These will help us to just make an energetic shield around us, a protective shield to protect us from electromagnetic important pollution that we probably find in our lives now. Many of us are affected by that. So just also try and heal the effects of that. And the next two are also work hand in hand, Ushte and Bale, and this just heals the trauma. So that, you know, over time, many of us have had many tags and etc. And it's really had quite an impact on our life. And once we clear that out, it can be a little bit of a shock to the body, also mentally, emotionally, possibly. And we want to integrate all these symbols with grace and ease, so that you don't have a healing crisis, and that the healing is graceful and for your highest and greatest good, and integrates seamlessly through your body, energetically, mentally, and spiritually. And so these two symbols work together to also help this harmonize, all these changes harmonize in your body and in your life and your lifestyle. Thank you.
Okay, and then I have the one symbol that removes implants from us completely. It was gifted to me by Creator just over a couple weeks ago, and it's a very powerful symbol, and it's called Nanduha.
I'm getting goosebumps right now. Wow. Nanduha.
I haven't even read it already, it's strong. So, and this one here will remove all implants from you, tags, possessions. They're not serving you anymore. So at this time, I'd like you to visualize yourself well grounded into Mother Earth. It's very important that you're well grounded this time.
Deep breaths. And just as you exhale, just visualize any negativity, anything you need to release, anything that's not for your highest and greatest good. Just send it out into the light. Ask your angels to transmute that, or send it through a Christ grid.
Okay, and I want you now to imagine going into your heart. So when I say go into your heart, I want you to go into feelings of joy, love, laughter, play. And if some of you don't understand what love is, maybe you remember a teddy bear when you were a child and holding it. Maybe that's what love is, or a kitten or something. I want you to visualize the feeling of love inside of yourself at this time. And the center of your chest is the symbol that I was just mentioning before, Nanduha. And this symbol is going to come through the center of your chest. So it's almost like you've seen like a sun, and it's got like a halo on it with the crystals of the water, and the sun's rays make this kind of like rainbow around the sun. Well, then the center of the sun and the center of your chest is a diamond coming through the center of your chest. And it's the sun around it. And the halo is around just the edge of the sun right now, and it's going to push, and it's going to push and a push. And I want you to imagine this halo is pushing, and we're going to bring all the other symbols down for you now to integrate, and may this activation serve you in the highest and best way, sweet ones. Now we're going to fill you with the love of Christ and the love of the universe and the love of Mu. And here we go. Imagine pouring pure light and love into your cup.
Beautiful lotus flower.
Rising up out of the mud in this beautifulness. Activate your innate shielding system now. Unshiata nia keninya. So I thank you, Creator, and I ask you, Creator, to cleanse and purify and transmutate all of these implants and bring it to the Creator's light to be transmutated. Creator, I ask you now to show us a sound frequency vibration that's needed to eliminate any other implants in here. Creator of all is, we ask you now to please eliminate all other implants that this light lineage may not have got to, that with your Creator's light that we can give you, Creator. Kunsia Tanandia. Zula Zula and Shiatla. So now you're standing before Creator this time, and you ask Creator, Creator, I ask you now to eliminate all tags, implants, possessions, energy fears, psychic hooks, anything that is stopping me from standing in my truth and in my light and speaking my truth. Creator, I ask you now to eliminate them from me now, Creator. Good.
Thank you. It is done. It is done. It is done.
I want you to now imagine that you're coming up now from the ground back into your body, up into your lungs. Breathe into your lungs. Come back into your heart, into your body, open your eyes, and you're here right now in this present moment. A whole new you. You've released your rocks in your sack. I hope that you enjoy this activation. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for joining us today. If you require any other healing assistance, you can contact Fiona.
At Fiona at mossomcreekreiki.com, MOSSOM, or message me through Facebook, Universal Love Ignite, or Mossum Creek Reiki and Wellness.
You can also reach me at miraculite.com. I also have some YouTube videos as well on YouTube Meraki. You also got ones up there for Universal Love Ignites. I'm on Facebook, Miraculite, Instagram, Miraculite. I hope that you guys enjoyed this healing today. We love healing. We're here to serve.
Blessings,
thank you very much.
Blessings to you.
Woo!
Happy healing.
Bye, friends of light.